Battleground. Here we go, pound for pound. Feel the heat in the air. Every move, no despair. Trenching crowds everywhere. Hear the echo if you dare. Yeah, you're listening to wrestling tracks. Feel the smack. Play it back. In the spotlight we shine, every match on the line. Hear the bell, it's our time. Moments ours, that's the sign. Fly high, hit the mat, no retreat, that's a fact. Every slam, every whack, take a breath, don't look back. History on display, every night, every day. Feel the roar, can't delay. In this ring, we all stay. We all stay.
Welcome everybody to Wrestling Tracks. I got the man himself, David Bird, is in the house. How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
All right, we got a few news. Not news, but a few announcements for you. First of all, it is not canceled, but we're not going to be in New Orleans. That's right. Unfortunately, WrestleMania 42, next year's WrestleMania. I'm sorry, no, that's right, 42. WrestleMania 42 will not be in New Orleans next year.
Will not be in the Superdome.
Damn.
That's okay. They already had it twice.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind one more time. It's like I'm 8 hours from Texas. I'm 8 hours from Louisiana. I'm like, bruh, I could be up in there, man.
Well, we'll find out in due time where the place is going to be at for WrestleMania.
Yeah. By the way, anything can happen between now and then. By the way, so hopefully we'll see.
Hopefully a place gets it that has never got. So we'll see what happens.
There was one guy when NXT on the 27th was canceled, and
that has yet to be confirmed.
Right. So allegedly canceled, and the guy was like, WWE's going out of business, blah blah blah. I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. First of all, you act like you the first person to say that. You know how many critics for years have been saying that, bruh, since the doggone 50s.
Like, just because a show got canceled doesn't mean someone's going out of business.
Yeah.
That's a stupid thing to say.
That's so stupid. First of all,
or allegedly canceled.
First of all, if you got the tickets, whether you buy them electronically, and for the few of y'all that got paper tickets, so very few of y'all got paper tickets. At the bottom of your ticket, the thing says event is subject to change. They have the right to do this at any time with little or no notice at all.
That's a fact.
And they don't have to tell you. They do out of courtesy. They could take WrestleMania of next year and say, you know what? We changed our mind. We're going over here. You know what? Cancel that. We're going over here. You know what? Change that. We're going over here. Anytime they want. For example, Battleground this Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
At the last second, they can pull the Vince McMahon and change the whole location anytime they want.
That's true.
I know you bought your tickets. I know you're going to the Euler Center. I know. But they can do that at the very last second. And what you gonna do about it? Nothing.
Yeah. I give Tony Khan and AEW credit for not airing Collision this Saturday.
That's why they aired it tonight.
Yeah, because they know that they cannot go head to head with Saturday night's main event.
So they're going head to head with NXT, which is stupid.
Yes, that's definitely true. Double or Nothing will go head to head with NXT's Battleground. Speaking of Saturday night's main event, this has to be without a doubt the most stacked Saturday night's main event card. You got Jey Uso defending the world title against Logan Paul. You got Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre inside a steel cage. You got CM Punk and Sami Zayn versus Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker. And John Cena versus R-Truth.
Man, how heartbreaking for R-Truth. You got to face your quote-unquote childhood hero. Now, the question is, will he be some sense to Cena? Or will John Cena finally, after all this time, finally be some sense to R-Truth?
I don't think so. But that's an intriguing match. I'm looking forward to that match.
Yes,
But
indeed.
that's Saturday. And then we got Sunday, Battleground.
Yes.
For the first time ever, the TNA World title will be defended on a WWE show when Joe Hendry defends the TNA title against Trick Williams.
Trick Willie.
Tony D'Angelo is going to battle Shannon Stacks Lorenzo. So Ruger will defend the Women's North American Championship against Cora and Jordan. Omar Femi is going to face Miles Bourne for the NXT title.
I just saw a video of Obafemi. I'll tell you this, the worst book of tea. No bread, no water, just me.
That's a mean guy, a big mean guy. It's Stephanie Vaquer is going to defend the NXT Women's Championship against Jordan Grace. That's going to be very, very good. Then, 6-man tag action. The NXT Tag Team Champions, Hank and Tank, are going to team with Josh Briggs to take on all three members of the Call. And as we stated earlier, Battleground will go head-to-head with AEW's Double or Nothing.
Let's see. By the way, check this out. If you're in the UK, your price, your pay-per-view is £20. That's equivalent over here of $27.
That's cheap for a pay-per-view.
I should have waited, man. And that's how you do it. You go to your settings. I want to say Prime Video. If you get it from Prime Video, whatever Triller, whatever it is, go to your settings. Click on a UK country, and you paying £20, £19.99, £20, and you get boom, you get £20 over there. Here in the States, it's $54, 11% on Prime Video. And if you pay on paying for it, if you want to do ppv.com, $60. And of course, you can't afford none of that. The good old fashioned quote unquote pirate, if you will.
Yeah. Now, who's AEW's card? They need to do something about their damn pay-per-views. Their damn pay-per-views be too damn long.
Yeah.
Oh, they gotta go head-to-head with NXT. That's gonna be interesting.
This is a problem on a Sunday because you got work tomorrow, the next day. So,
You already know more people are gonna be watching NXT.
Yeah.
And then once NXT is over, some people's like, you know what? Let me watch. Now that Battleground is over, I'm gonna watch Double or Nothing. It'll still be on.
Or
NXT goes off the air.
Or if you got it like this, if this is your sick pleasure, you could do both at the same time. Here's how you do it: on your tablet, you watch. You could buy pay-per-view on your tablet, Prime Video. If you got Prime Video on your tablet, on your TV, Peacock, NXT Battleground at the same time.
That's true.
That is a lot, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm sure some people may watch Double or Nothing and then watch Battleground after since it's on Peacock. But anyway, here's a card for Double or Nothing. You have the finals. for the Women's Owen Hart Foundation Cup tournament. The Ladies Monet will defend the. I mean, she's not defending. She's going to face Jamie Hayter. The winner will face the AEW Women's Champion at All In. Either Toni Storm or Nina Shirakawa. Which they'll be facing each other for the AEW Women's Championship. The Hurt Syndicate will defend the tag team titles against Dustin Rhodes and Sammy Guevara.
Sons of Texas.
The what?
The Sons of Texas, dang it.
Oh, that's what they call themselves? Interesting.
Excuse me? Excuse me?
FTR is going to face Daniel Garcia and Nigel McGuinness. Mark Briscoe versus Ricochet. And this Anarchy in the Arena match just got worse. Now it's 6 against 6.
Oh, that's stupid.
Yeah, it was bad enough and it was 5-on-5, but now it's 6-on-6. The Death Riders and the Elite versus the Ops, Swerve Strickland, Willow Nightingale, and Kenny Omega. The Ops, a stupid name for a faction.
Hey, man, sometimes you got Ops, bro.
That's a stupid name. Come on. Anyway, Kazuchika Okada will defend the AEW Continental Classic title against Speedball Mike Bailey. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Robert Strong will face Don Callis family in the Trios match. Basically, it's a 6-man tag match.
Mm-hmm.
Hangman Adam Page versus Will Ospreay, the finals of the men's Owen Hart Cup tournament. The winner will face the AEW World Champion. That's all that. They need to get that damn belt off John Moxley. Your World Championship hasn't been on television since October. Embarrassing.
By the way, I meant to ask you this earlier. Saturday night's main event. Do you have a favorite moment from Saturday night's main event? Because you was there. So, what's your favorite moment?
Yes, I've had the pleasure of being at a Saturday night's main event. My favorite moment.
I was joking, man, but damn.
No, I've been to one. I've been to one. Yes, I have. Anyway, my favorite moments is when Hogan and Randy Savage became the Mega Powers. Randy Savage was being jumped by the Hart Foundation and the Honky Tonk Man, and Hulk Hogan made the save, and they became the Mega Powers. That was amazing.
Man, tag team on crack, the Mega Powers.
But yeah, that was at a Saturday night's main event.
Well, mine, I'm taking all the way back to not the very beginning, but the second one here. I'm gonna take it back if I can pull it up here. It was, let's see here, where we at? A lumberjack match. The Macho Man Randy Savage against George the Animal Steel.
Ooh.
And
that was an interesting feud they had.
And at some point, George got hungry and ate the damn turnbuckle.
He had a little crush on Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Didn't like the way the Macho Man would be treating her sometimes.
Mm-hmm. And every now and then, that kind of bled into reality a little bit.
Yeah, Macho was always paranoid whenever a man was around Elizabeth.
You touched Elizabeth's shoulder. You touched Elizabeth's lower back, brother.
Use that paranoia in storylines.
Yeah.
Use it with George the Animal Steel. Use it with Hulk Hogan.
You'll touch my woman, man. That was the most horrible Randy Savage voice, but still.
I think I realized that most of his WWE feuds, they all revolved around Elizabeth. George Steele, Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan, Jake Roberts.
Yeah.
I mean, all of those feuds revolved around Elizabeth.
I saw. I went back in time to the WCW Nitro Machine, time machine, and I don't know why I need to go back. I don't know if I need to go back further, but I don't know why Bischoff and Miss Elizabeth were together all the doggone time.
Oh, they was doing that to get under Randy Savage's skin.
Oh yeah.
They wanted him to join the NWO, and Savage kept refusing and kept going after Hogan and his world title. And they kept beating Savage down every single week. Of course, eventually he would join them.
I remember one time, I think it was Fall Brawl. This is after the Ric Flair Hogan match. Randy Savage came out. I want to say help Ric Flair. And Hogan was a heel, of course. And Hogan NWO mollywopped, as the kids say, Randy Savage. And then they spray paint NWO on Miss Elizabeth.
Yeah. And they just took Elizabeth and basically held her hostage. Like, she's ours. She's the property of the NWO. Join us, Macho. Join us.
Be my victim.
He's like, I'm not joining you guys. I don't want no part of this group. But sometimes it was one of those cases where if you can't beat him, join him. And he joined him eventually.
Man, shout out to
it took a year, but he joined him.
Shout out to Randy, because I'm watching. I've seen this movie all the time. I just noticed it like a few years ago. Spider-Man 1. I'm pointing some out too. So Spider-Man 1, Bonesaw. The whole point, Spider-Man signing those for money for the car. So he's trying to shop for Mary Jane. As a wrestler, as a show went down. It's different. Three. It was 3 wrestling elements in one. So he signs up. So there's an open challenge match, a cage match, and a beat the clock match.
Yeah.
Bonesaw. It was open challenge, beat the clock, and a cage. Spider-Man said, "Wait, hold up. Well, I just signed up for this. Hey, man, you signed a contract. It's all good." So now the rules state, if you survive 3 minutes, you get. I think it was 100. I want to say 1,000. No, 100,000 or 1,000.
It was 1,000.
Yeah, you survive 3 minutes with Bonesaw, you get $1,000. Technically, you don't have to win the thing; just survive. So that's the beat the clock element. Then the cage element, and then open challenge when they called him out. So Spider-Man, he did the beat the clock part. I lasted the guy Bonesaw, and he like just he destroyed Bonesaw with Randy Savage, and he beat the guy within 2 minutes. He gets $100. So shout out to Randy Savage. The point of all that.
That's messed up. He only got $100.
Well, yeah, the rules was you guys survived 3 minutes for 1,000. You beat the guy in 2 minutes.
Right. You beat him in 2. He's 100.
Yeah.
Supposed to get 1,000.
No, the rules was 3 minutes you get 1,000. You beat him in 2 minutes you get 100. So here you go. Hey man, that's not right.
He could have gave him more than 100.
I missed the part. That's my problem. Oh man! Shout out to Randy Savage, man.
Big Macho, man. It's bad we never got to see a Macho return.
Ah, bruh. That would be very interesting. And on the side, he had a little rap career on the side.
Well, he tried. I was like, it just sucks that he never got a chance to reappear on WWE television, but he passed. I think if he hadn't passed, he would have been brought back like everybody else eventually.
Yeah. They all come back in the end. Let's keep it real. They all come back.
Oh, of course. I gotta be honest, I'm surprised Triple H brought Bret Hart back now that he's the boss.
Mm-hmm.
All the shit Bret Hart has said about him over the years, and still does. I'm amazed that man keeps bringing him back.
Yeah.
I thought we would never see Bret Hart again when Triple H took over.
Mm.
And then we put him in the Hall of Fame again, giving him 3 Hall of Fame rings.
Yeah.
Like, that's just amazing. But I think that's something he picked up from Vince. Like, I'm gonna let bygones be bygones and bring these people back so I can make money. Let's be honest, that's the real reason he brings people back. It draws. It brings money.
Well, I hate to be that guy, but
will it make me money? Go for it.
I hate to be that guy, but technically he does have the right to do that. Or did.
Yeah, because these people didn't. Vince could have been like, absolutely not. I don't ever want to see this guy again. He is not to show his face ever again. Because Vince can be a spiteful guy when he wants to, and he can also hold a grudge.
Man, let me tell you something. Vince McMahon's kind of guy. He will buy a whole company to fire one person. I said this many times over the years.
That's a fact. As petty as it is, that's a fact. And he has shown his pettiness over the years multiple times.
Yes. I said many times over the years, he will buy a whole company to fire one person. That is.
The first thing he did was fire Jeff Jarrett when he bought WCW.
That's petty as hell.
Scripted, by the way.
Oh, no.
It's very, very real.
That's petty as hell. How petty you got to be to do that, man?
You're going to be GONN.
How petty you got to be to do that? It's messed up.
That's what happens when you want to hold somebody up for money.
Yeah.
Like, I want $500,000. I'm not losing.
And this is early Vince McMahon, who just became a billionaire, by the way.
That's pretty much what Jeff Jarrett did. And then to make matters worse, Jeff Jarrett's WWE contract expired the night before he was supposed to drop the belt to China. So he worked that show without a contract while being Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah.
Jeff says, no, I was owed money. I don't believe it. You held that man up for extra money. And debuts on Nitro the following night.
Yeah.
Now, he could have kept that belt, took it to Nitro, and threw it in the garbage and did God knows what with that thing on WCW television.
And let me ask you this: like Collision tonight, AEW tomorrow, AEW last night, Collision tonight. Would that have any impact or effect on? Would that have any impact or effect on Double or Nothing?
No. No. Everything is going to be exactly the same.
Gotcha.
I hope they turn things around before Warner Brothers Discovery loses interest.
Yeah, that would be a doggone shame, man.
The only reason right now they're sticking around is because they got a multi-year deal with Warner Brothers Discovery. So once that deal is out, if they keep doing bad the way that they're doing, they may lose interest and lose that channel.
Yeah.
Which means they'll also lose HBO Max.
Oh no! No!
HBO Max is owned by Warner Brothers Discovery.
Dang you, Tony!
TBS.
I was just getting comfortable with them.
Max, all that stuff is owned by them.
You sucker, Tony. You.
CNN, Cartoon Network.
Just so I'm getting comfortable with them on Max. If they don't turn, if they don't start doing right, they got to go.
Mm-hmm.
What the heck?
And that's the thing. That's how basically television is. It's been that way for a long time. If a network loses interest, yeah, they're going to get rid of you. They're not going to keep you. Or two things either happens. They lose interest or ratings are not doing well. It's like, oh, we're giving this show or this company the boot.
Wow. Everybody want to dog WWE for being on Netflix. Now I see how it is.
Oh, that's a brilliant move. That move gave WWE billions of dollars. That was $1 billion deal.
Yeah. And by the way, for all my complainers over there, you gotta understand something. I gotta get through this. So bear with me. You gotta understand that Netflix suits are not wrestling fans. Okay, they don't know the importance of the Attitude Era. They don't know the importance of the Monday Night Wars. Okay, so they're only interested in Monday Night Raw, but 1993, 94, 1993, all the way to 2025, but different every other year, not all the years. So I thought when they got the deal, I thought, okay, we get the whole deal. Nah, y'all missing some key moments, man. Y'all missing a whole bunch of stuff. You missed 2001. Yeah, 2001. You missed 2002, 2003, 2004, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all that stuff.
Yeah, they gotta add the rest of that over time.
Yeah.
And then that's the thing. Remember, it's Netflix. It's not the WWE network. Even though the WWE network is on Netflix, I don't know how it is in other countries, but I'm sure they got everything there.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, you got Peacock here in the States. Everywhere else, it's Netflix.
Yeah. And then when they uploaded the show, they did every other Monday. I thought it'd be every Monday in that month. So like Monday, July 1st, Monday, July. I'm just making up dates. Monday, July 5th. Tuesday, April 8th. Nah, they'll load every other month on a Monday instead of every month.
I think they have every episode from this year. Well, I know they have that.
So instead of every month in that year, let's say 1998, every month in 98. Nah, they doing every other Monday, every other Monday in that month of 98. 2001, every other Monday in 2001, instead of all the Mondays in 2001.
Yeah, they gotta add the rent. You know what I think that is? Is that, remember, this is not Peacock. So,
yes.
These people at Netflix, they gotta go through thousands and thousands and thousands of hours of footage to edit out whatever they need to edit out.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what that is. And to be honest, that's what they have to do. So it's going to be a little while before everything is up there.
Oh, yeah. A very long time.
And it isn't just the WWE content. There's content from other companies. Remember, this is the entire network that's on Netflix. And that's going to take multiple people.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, multiple people are going to have to do that.
Mm.
I remember a long time ago, WWE gave a tour of their headquarters, and they was interviewing people in their specific jobs, and then they had three people. Their job was to watch content and edit stuff out. And the amount of content they had to watch was insane. And the fact that it was only three of them, I was like, damn. Like, only three of y'all?
Mm.
Like, over 1,000 hours of footage from every decade. And your job is to edit stuff. Of course, that's a multi-person job.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how it is now, but when they did that interview, that was like in the late 90s. And they only had three people doing it. They're going to need more than three people.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now I'm sure it's probably more than three. But you got to remember, the late 90s, they didn't own any other tape libraries. So I guess it was a little different back then. But I'm sure now it has to be more than three. With all the content we have from other companies. And let's not forget, they got the AAA library now.
That's going to be very interesting.
I'm sure they'll add that to the network over time, one day. One day, I think they're going to do it. I'm sure they will.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in time.
By the way, I want to give a shout out to two different movies. I want to switch gears here. First of all, this movie right here, Lilo and Stitch, the live action. Oh man, this is theaters tomorrow, and this dude right here, he's causing carnage, and man. He said, "F your feelings and causing carnage." You got a problem, and it's too dang bad.
And this is live action, not an animated one like the other three movies.
Now, if you remember, same premise but live action. I believe either I gotta go back and watch. Either he was kicked out or he escaped. Either kicked out was playing or he escaped. One of the two. So he's supposed to be posing as a dog, and he got captured. Went to the pound. Lilo sees this thing, and says, I want him. And he got he meets Lilo. He got all the dogs in the corner, just scared to death. So he pushes all his arms in and hides and sucks his antenna in, and that's why he has two arms now. He actually has extra arms. He just sucked them all in. And he's supposed to be a dog, but he does nothing dog like. So yeah, Lilo and Stitch. And secondly, oh my goodness, David. Final Destination Bloodlines.
I saw that. Highest, got the highest grossing opening weekend for an R-rated movie.
Let me tell y'all something. All y'all young people, y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready. You ain't ready for this. You don't want none of this.
That particular movie, you gotta pay attention. Because that movie is basically set in two different timelines.
Yeah.
So you got the late 1960s and you have today, 2025.
By the way, in the first half, it's half of a premonition. So it's a premonition, and it ends up in 2025 as like a daydream. She slept through the class. It goes to her granddaughter. She slept through the class. But the rest of it picks up in the movie. I ain't gonna try to spoil it. The rest of it picks up in the movie.
Yeah.
And you ain't gonna believe this. Now I was in the movie, and I'm watching it, and this lady, David, has the nerve, the audacity, the unmedicated gall to bring her children
Oh no.
Not teenagers, not preteens, children, little boys, little girl. Baby, what the hell you doing? You can go to you can go to kids movie. What makes you think? What makes you think this is a family movie? What gave you the impression Final Destination is a family movie?
That makes no sense.
The cover of the movie should scream at you. This is not for families. And she brought her kids in there. And those babies, oh my God, you get what you deserve.
You get what you paid for.
And they was calling all of their mama trying to hide behind their mama, hide behind the seat, trying to hide somewhere. See, you should have brought your kids.
AEW got it real bad this week.
Oh man.
I mean, you air Collision today to go head to head with TNA's Impact, and then you got Battleground. You go head to head with on Sunday. Like you switch Collision because Collision normally airs Saturday nights. So they go, okay, let's not air Collision so we don't go head to head with Saturday night's main event. Let's air it on Thursday, only to go head to head with another company. That being TNA. And then you got to go head to head with NXT's Battleground. So they're not catching a break.
Well, speaking
and
of
then tomorrow is TNA's Under Siege.
oh man. Well, speaking of break, we got to take care of some bills right here. Pay some bills, take care of some business. Hang on a second, I pull it up, and we will be right back. Hang on a second here. All right.
This episode is brought to you by Backup Deliveries and More.
Hang on one second. There's more to that. 1 second.
LLC. They put the D in delivery. Call 888-871-BACKUP. That's 800-712-2587 or 817-204-7259. Visit WeGotBackup.com or find them on Facebook. You can save a whole lot of money with their services. And here's great news. They're in need of drivers. If you have a CDL license, contact them today and get paid.
Well, I messed that up, so I'm gonna play that again because I messed that up.
This episode is brought to you by Backup Deliveries and More, LLC. They put the D in delivery. Call 888-871-BACKUP. That's 800-712-2587 or 817-204-7259. Visit WeGotBackup.com or find them on Facebook. You can save a whole lot of money with their services. And here's great news. They're in need of drivers. If you have a CDL license, contact them today and get paid.
Thank you very much. Now I know it's early, but Father's Day is around the corner, and if you're trying to get a gift for your papa, but you want to hide it from him so he won't build a surprise, this might be of assistance.
Father's Day is coming. Find the perfect budget-friendly gift for Papa on Amazon.com. Shop thousands of great deals now and make his day truly special. Get it as early as tomorrow, and rest assured, our discreet packaging will keep his wonderful gift a surprise until the big reveal on Father's Day.
Whether you like tools like text, comfort wear, Amazon's your place to be for a perfect gift for Father's Day. And not just the tie.
What's the big one?
Say again?
I said, what's your match you're interested in the most for what's Sunday?
I would say, as far as AEW goes, I would say Payment Out Page and what'd you call it? what's that dude name?
I want to see that women's title match.
You know his name. I'm about to say William. Huh?
Which means Swerve and Adam Page.
No, Heyman Adam.
Swerve.
Huh?
Oh man, I forgot the guy's name.
Let's see.
Swerve is in the other match. He's in the that stupid stadium match, the Anarchy in the Arena match. Oh, it's Will Ospreay.
Yeah, Will Ospreay. About to say William. Same thing. Will Ospreay, Heyman Adam Page match. I guess I'll say, because she's my friend on Facebook, I guess I'll say Mercedes Monet's match.
Will Ospreay and Adam Page are closing the show at Double or Nothing.
Yeah.
So they're going to have the quote-unquote last match.
So all that carnage wasn't enough. You got this one right here.
Yeah, you know that match is going to be carnage.
Yeah.
Especially if Adam Page is in it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, NXT Battleground, I'm really, to be honest, everybody knows how I feel about NXT nowadays. I'm a little old school, okay? I miss the original. I miss the black and gold. I tried. I really did try, David. I tried giving the black and white a chance. I didn't like it. For petty reasons, I don't like it. I don't like the way the crowd sits at the NXT Performance Center. I miss the arena style sitting. Okay, give me that, and then we'll talk about NXT black and white. But till then, I miss the old school black and gold NXT.
I thought it was better too. I still think it's better.
I try giving it a chance.
I say 2.0 is better than what it was when it initially started. I can say that much.
Yeah. I don't know. We had rough patch when we got started. When we got started, we were barely known when we got started. We were coming out of a game show format. That's old school for you.
Yeah, when it initially started, that stupid game show format. And Triple H turned it into something else.
Yeah. So we were coming out of that format, and then we turned into like a small show, and people barely knew of NXT. In fact, you go on Peacock right now, type NXT, and you click on from unknown from a secret to something, and it tell you the story of NXT, the black and gold NXT.
What about Roman Reigns being cast in a Street Fighter movie? I wish they would stop at these live-action Street Fighter movies. They all sucked.
All due respect to the Tribal Chief, nah.
Like, why? Why do you keep making these terrible video game movies? They're not good. Like, they made 2 previous live-action Street Fighter movies, and they were horrible. And now you're going to make another one?
But ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you, the last time we went over our time, and it was a nightmare to upload this episode on all our formats. So we're going to cut it right here. But we will see you guys this weekend in the Yuling Center in Tampa, Florida. We'll see you at the Diamond Desert Arena in Arizona. Mm-hmm. And we'll see. It's just a wonderful time of professional wrestling, just to scratch that itch, if you will, of professional wrestling. We'll see you guys this weekend, everybody. In fact, we'll see you tomorrow anyway for Smackdown in Tampa, Florida.
Yep.
John Cena's hometown, by the way. We got to go. Have a great day, everybody. A great night, everybody. See ya.
Take care.
It's the sound, wrestling all around. Never wait, no hold down. Here we go, pound for pound. Feel it, hate in the air. Every move, no despair. Chanting crowds everywhere. Hear the echo if you dare. Yeah, you're listening to wrestling tracks. Feel the smack. Play it back. In the spotlight we shine, every match on the line. Hear the bell, it's our time. Moments ours, that's the sign. Fly high, hit the mat, no retreat, that's a fact. Every slam, every whack, take a breath, don't look back. History on display, every night, every day. Feel the raw, can't delay. In this ring, we all stay. We all stay.
Everybody, I apologize. We didn't get a chance to reach your questions, but we will reach you later. And you can always email us at wrestlingtracks@gmail.com, and we will try to respond. Our next broadcast, we will get to your questions, your comments, your concerns, etc. Have a great day, everybody. Of course, we thank you for your patience with our technical difficulties, as always. Good night from Wrestling Tracks.